1 by PO plus 1 by PI is equal to 1 by PF1. Now, what is PO? PO is nothing but object distance. It is generally represented by U. And PI is image distance. It is generally represented by V. And PF1 is nothing but it is focal length, generally represented by F. Here, PO is the object distance, PI is the image distance, PF1 is focal length. Now, according to sign convention, so what is sign convention again? Here, all distances to be measured from pole only. Now, that's why we wrote PO, taking as P as the main sign. From we have to measure distances from pole. So PO is object distance, PI is image distance, PF1 is focal length. Now sign convention. So all the distances to be measured from pole and the distances measured against the incident ray are taken as negative. So PO, we are measuring the distance from this side to this side, but the incident ray is in this direction. That's why PO is to be considered as minus U. Remember this thing. So, if the distance is measured against the incident ray, it has to be considered as negative. That's why PO is equal to minus U and PI is equal to V. See, this is the incident ray and the distance is also, so this is the direction of the incident ray and the distance PI is also measured in the same direction as incident ray. That's why it is considered as positive. Similarly, PF1 is also positive. Now, PO is equal to minus U according to sign convention. PI is equal to V, that is plus V. PF1 is equal to F, that is plus F. By substituting PO, PI, PF1 in the above equation, that is 1 by PO plus 1 by PI is equal to 1 by PF1. Now we get this equation, that is 1 by minus U plus 1 by V is equal to 1 by F. By rearranging these, we get 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. This formula is known as Lenz formula. Remember Lenz formula, that is 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U, where F is focal length, V is image distance, U is object distance. By knowing any of the two values in this formula, we can obtain the third value. This is very important formula. This formula is known as Lenz formula. Remember for the exam point of view. Thank you. Dear children, in this video, we are going to discuss an activity to determine the focal length of a convex lens. For this, we need the following apparatus. They are V-stand, convex lens, meter scale, candle, screen. Now, let us discuss the procedure. First, take a meter scale, arrange the screen at one end of the scale. Now, place V-stand in the middle and arrange a convex lens on the V-stand. Now, by lighting a candle and taking far away from the lens, by adjusting the screen to obtain the image of the candle on the screen, it gives you a rough idea of the location of the focus. When the candle is far away, the incident ray travels parallelly and it forms image at the focus. That's why at first place the candle far away from the convex lens to get the image on the screen, to get a rough idea of focus or focal length. Now we will conduct experiment by placing the candles at different locations. First, let us place the candle 60 centimeters away from the convex lens and try to get the image of the candle on the screen by adjusting the screen. After getting the image on the screen, now we have to find two distances, that is object distance and image distance using meter scale. That is distance between lens and candle will give you object distance u, and distance between this stand, that is lens and screen, will give you image distance. After getting these two, you can find focal length by using lens formula, that is 1 by f is equal to 1 by b minus 1 by u. This formula we discussed in the earlier video to get the focal length. So this formula can be used, that is 1 by f is equal to 1 by b minus 1 by u is useful to find the focal length if you know object distance and image distance. Otherwise, by simplifying this formula, we can write this also, that is f is equal to ub by u minus b is also the relation which gives you the focal length. Now, by reducing the distances, at the beginning we placed candle at 60 centimeters. Now, by reducing the distance to 50 centimeters and by obtaining object distance and image distance, we can find focal length. Similarly, by adjusting the candle to 40 centimeters and by obtaining the image distance, by using both object distance and image distance, by using this formula, you can find focal length. So, after getting the focal length, if you observe the focal length, it will be a constant for a given lens. In that way, this experiment or this activity is useful to find the focal length of the convex lens. This activity is also useful to know the characteristic of images formed by convex lens by placing the candle at different locations. So this experiment is very useful in point of examination. Thank you.